It has officially been 1 whole year since the release of Scream 6. So to celebrate, I'm going to share with you guys some things that I liked about the movie, some things that I loved, and some things that I didn't like so much. I'm Pamela, welcome back to my channel. Let's get into it. I really can't believe that it's been a whole year. It literally feels like just yesterday this movie came out. I remember watching the trailer for the first time, so excited for the movie, breaking down the trailer, rewatching it 100 times to notice little things. I remember seeing the TV spot during the Super Bowl, just so hyped for this movie to come out. And I feel like I just went to the theater to buy my tickets and go see it. Time really does fly when you're having fun. It is almost a whole year since I started posting Scream videos on my YouTube channel. I believe my first video was like March 23rd of last year. So it's just about a year. I've been here on YouTube with you guys and I can't believe it. It has really been so much fun and I'm just looking forward to growing even more. So something that I loved about Scream 6 is that it takes place in New York City. This was definitely new and different for the franchise. It was exciting. I do wish that they could have actually filmed in New York. That would have been really cool. Because I'm from New York City. I was born and raised there, so it would have been really cool to see a lot of different locations that I actually grew up going to. But even though they didn't film there, it was definitely cool to see it take place there. Another thing that I loved about this movie is that we got our very first Ghostface reveal in the opening scene. You guys know that has never been done before. So that was very exciting to see. I remember being in that theater, expecting the title card to come on the screen after Jason, does that final stab to Laura Crane. And of course, the title card never came. We got our first reveal. I also do really love that he was overthrown by another Ghostface later on in the opening scene. That was cool to see also. Although part of me does wish that we got to follow along with Jason throughout the movie and got to see him interact with everyone when they don't know that he's Ghostface, but we as the audience knew. That would have been cool to see, but the opening scene was still a lot of fun. Another thing that I loved about Scream 6 is Danny, Sam's boyfriend. I thought he was a great character. I do wish that we could have seen more of him. And honestly, I was very excited to see him in Scream 7, but now without Sam Carpenter, you guys know Melissa was fired. I don't think he's going to be in it, unfortunately. I do think there is a way to include him if they really wanted to do that, but I just don't really see it happening. So that's unfortunate because I really loved Danny. I loved how protective he was of Sam. I thought he was funny.
No, I love it. I do.
So it just sucks that we'll probably never see more from him. I also loved that we of course got Kirby Reed back. Kirby is one of my favorite characters in the entire franchise. I absolutely love her in Scream 4. Scream 4 is my favorite Scream sequel, so just to see her again was amazing. I also think they did a good job with her character. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like the way they wrote her character in Scream 6, that they could have done more with her character, but I thought it was pretty perfect. I mean, she's 30 years old now, so she's not going to be exactly the same as she was in the 4th movie. She's going to be a little different, but she still felt like herself to me. I love her little interactions with Gail. I loved her interaction with Mindy. That felt very much like Kirby. And I thought they gave her a lot of screen time. I didn't feel like they underused her. I think she played a good role in that movie. I liked all her scenes with Detective Bailey, trying to solve the case, and then I think she played a big role in the final act, which was nice to see. And I'm crossing my fingers that we get to see her again in Scream 7. I also really enjoyed Gail's chase scene. That was an intense scene, a pretty long scene too, which was nice that they didn't just like rush through it. I liked Gail's conversation on the phone with Ghostface. This definitely has to be one of the best chase scenes of the whole franchise. But something that I don't like about Scream 6 is that there were no big character deaths. No one super important died. Obviously in Scream 5, Dewey died, which was a big deal, and as much as it hurts, that is something that you want to see from these movies. You want the movie to have high stakes.
Because our movie has stakes!
So obviously, because Dewey died in Scream 5, I went into Scream 6 thinking that Gail was gonna die for sure. And obviously that didn't happen. She survived. And I really thought that moment where Gail says to Sam, "Tell Sidney he never got me."
Tell Sidney he never got me.
I thought that would be like a perfect last words for her. I got all sad. It made me shed a tear in the theater. I am happy that she survived. Obviously, you know, I want to see her again in Scream 7, but unfortunately, I do think it's Gail's time to go. I think that she should die in Scream 7. Chad is another person that I think should have died in Scream 6. I love Chad, but one of the core 4 should have died. There were just far too many survivors. So I did really enjoy that we finally got to see 2 ghost faces on screen at the same time, but I don't like that Chad survived that scene. For me, that takes away from how cool that moment could have been. I mean, how could 2 ghost faces not successfully kill someone? That just doesn't make any sense to me. They stabbed him like 20 times, and there were 2 of them. If you can't manage to successfully kill that person, then you're just not a good ghost face. Which brings me to something else that I didn't like about Scream 6. I do think that this was the weakest third act in the entire franchise. The reveals just weren't that good to me, and the 3 of them, Bailey, Ethan, and Quinn, are probably my least favorite ghost faces. They're just weak to me. The reveals were weak. I just didn't care about them. Some of the dialogue was not my favorite.
I mean, all I had to do to meet you was room with a conceited, condescending alpha, literally named Chad. Lucky felt good to kill him.
However, something that I did really love is the shrine. I thought that was so cool. That was so cool to see all these things from past movies.
What about the whole goddamn franchise?
It was fun to see like some of the old costumes. We had Billy's, Stu's red robe.
See the robe, but where's the sweater? Gotta think the city's coming back together. See the robe, but where's the sweater? Gotta think the city's coming back together.
Tatum's outfit, Randy's outfit. Something else I didn't really like about the movie is there's quite a few unanswered questions. Like, what is the Bailey family's real last name? In an interview, the creators of the movie confirmed that Kirsch is not their real name, and neither is Bailey or Landry. So what is their real last name, and how could Detective Bailey start working for the NYPD if he had a fake name? I don't know. There's just so many unanswered questions. What happened to the mom? I know that that was originally in the script, like Ethan and Bailey killed her. How did Bailey get all of that evidence for the shrine? I just wanted a little bit more backstory. Something else I loved about the movie was getting to see Sam wear the Ghostface costume and really embrace her Loomis roots.
Billy and Sam, Team Loomis, get ready to slice up more motherfuckers.
In Scream 5, we got to see her go ham on Richie, and now in Scream 6, she did it to Bailey in the Ghostface costume, which made it all the better. I also really liked her interaction with, you know, the vision of Billy. I thought he was really funny.
God damn, how cool is this place?
No.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like that they include Billy, but I think it's great. I think it's great for the fans to see him again. I think it's a clever way to include him, and I love all those little scenes with Billy in 5 and 6. I also really loved the scenes on the subway. I thought that was cool. That was a fun setting. We got a lot of cool different settings in Scream 6. The shrine, the subway, the Halloween party, which is another thing I loved about Scream 6, that it takes place at Halloween time. The apartment scene with the ladder, Gail's apartment. There were a lot of fun different locations. So that's it for today. Those are some things that I loved about Scream 6 and some things that I didn't like so much. Leave a comment down below and let me know some things that you loved or didn't like. And will you be rewatching Scream 6 to celebrate the 1st anniversary? Please don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future posts. You can also follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.